has always been an important focus area for us. There's a few things in particular that I want to call out. First, the issue of taking pictures in low light conditions. With OIS, if the camera moves, it physically moves the lenses to compensate for that movement. That means it's especially effective at night, when the camera needs greater stability for better exposure. The OnePlus 6 main camera has 16 megapixels, which means it's capable of capturing a lot of detail. But going for that high pixel count can have negative effect on the camera's performance in low light. That's because increasing the pixel count over the same sensor area means reducing the size of the pixels themselves. And you need those larger pixels if you want to take good and detailed photos in dark environments. Our solution was to increase the size of the sensor by 19% to 1.22 microns, bringing more light into the sensor and therefore capturing more detail with less noise. Let's look at some of the photos taken with the OnePlus 6 to see what it can do. On this shot to the left, you can see a lot of detail in the cityscape. I really like this one with the neon lights. It makes you feel like you're almost there. So are you impressed? Okay, so that's what we've done to improve the low light image quality. Now, we come to portrait mode. And this has been a fan favorite ever since it launched with the OnePlus 5. And we've loved seeing the pictures you created using it. On the OnePlus 6, portrait mode is faster than ever before. Now, you no longer have to wait between taking a portrait and viewing it. In portrait mode, a secondary sensor allows the camera to calculate distance and therefore distinguish the foreground from the background. Being able to separate the two, portrait mode then drowns out the background and focuses on just the subject. But cameras are as much about fun as they are about precision. So for that reason, we've added a great new range of effects like orbs, hearts, and stars, so you can add flair to your portraits too. A software update coming to the camera in a few weeks will also allow you to use portrait mode on the selfie camera as well. And sometimes when you want to show just how fast something is, you need to go slow. Which brings me to a new function of this camera and another one which you can have a lot of fun with: slow motion. Usually, with higher resolutions slow motion on smartphones, you only get something like 0.2 seconds to try and capture what you want. With the OnePlus 6, you can shoot for up to a minute and later choose which specific section you want to have in slow motion. At 480 frames per second, OnePlus 6 is the only smartphone on the market that can shoot slow motion for this long at such a high frame rate. And here's an example of what it can do. There's also a new video editor, giving you more control than ever over your creations. For normal video, you can now crop, add filters, and background music. With OIS, great low-light performance, new portrait mode features, and slow motion, the OnePlus 6 camera is a camera that we're very excited about, and we look forward to seeing what you create using it. We've shown you a few sample shots from the OnePlus 6 today, and you can see more by checking out our Instagram account. And so, this time, we've gone further. Now, games will launch faster, while data and processing power for the game you are playing is prioritized. It does so by automatically limiting all background processes instead of having them use up any of that CPU or network power that you need. We don't want you getting wiped out because your device isn't up to the job. I often play PUBG with gaming mode on in hopes of improving my chances for that chicken dinner. Simply swipe up in the middle of the screen for home, or swipe up to the left or the right for back. All the features you love, like the front-facing camera, the earpiece, the ambient light sensor, the notifications LED, they're still all there. The volume rocker and SIM tray are on the left, and on the right, over the power button, and above it, the alert slider. In display terms, our goal with the OnePlus 6 was to offer you as much screen as possible without compromising any of the tech you love. And now to the design, which this time has involved some of our boldest and most ambitious work to date. The result represents a balance between simplicity, comfort, and quality. There's a simplicity to this design. It's clean and uncluttered, giving you as much screen as possible. The camera sits in the middle of the device for perfect symmetry. To ensure it's as comfortable to hold as possible, it has smoothly rounded corners and a gently curved back. And as for quality, the immaculate craftsmanship of the glass build adds elegance and smoothness to the design. So let's check it out.
We started by examining the properties of glass. What makes glass unique, pristine, desirable? We dialed in the precise combination of steps needed to create individual sheets of glass. Each sheet takes 40 steps from start to finish to meet the highest standard for strength, clarity, and beauty. We designed a special process to fit multi-layered film underneath the glass. This film, just 1 micrometer thick, is imbued with stunning textures and finished with 6 layers of anti-glare coating. We then complete the process by applying a gentle curve to the edge of the glass, which not only increases durability, but also creates a 3-dimensional effect that accentuates our signature horizon line, a singular achievement in fit, form, and polish, crafted without compromise.
The look and feel of ceramic, but without its downsides. So this is the Mirror Black, offering a mirror sheen and a smooth touch that will feel familiar to anyone who's ever held a ceramic phone. But you may be thinking, doesn't using glass suggest that the phone will be extremely fragile? The glass that we've used is Corning Gorilla Glass 5, which essentially gives your phone an armor. Our testing shows that the OnePlus 6 is just as resilient to being dropped as any of our previous phones. Thank you. Okay, so that's the Mirror Black OnePlus 6. And now, other variants. Along with the Mirror Black, we're also releasing the Midnight Black and the Silk White. These variants are about much more than just color. They're also about finish and texture. So this is the Midnight Black version, and I'm quite excited about this because a lot of people I've shown it to didn't even realize it was made out of glass. It has a matte finish that you would normally associate with a metal phone. And we've achieved this by using corrosion on the surface of the glass to make countless tiny holes. It was a challenge because if the corrosion is too light, the matte effect is lost. If it's too heavy, the glass becomes too fragile. But we got the balance right. We've also added a little secret element to this design. When light is reflected on the phone at certain angles, an S shape is created on the back. And in addition to the Midnight Black, in 3 weeks' time, we're also releasing the limited edition Silk White.